In this video, you will learn about transmission media. What is transmission media? Transmission media is the path through which the information is transferred from one computer to another. Suppose you are sending a file to another person. You are sending a mail to another person. How does that mail travel from your computer to the other person? It is either transferred through wires or wireless. Right? So there are different medium through which these signals are transmitted. The digital signals, they may be transmitted through wires or through electromagnetic signals or wires like optical fibers or copper wires. It travels through the atmosphere or water or different medias. So this is all about transmission media. The transmission media is also called as communication channel. What are the two types of transmission media? Guided and unguided. Guided means wired transmission. That is the different types of cables which are used in networks to transfer data. Unguided means wireless transmission media. See, here are the wired transmission media. There are three kinds of wires: twisted pair cable, coaxial and optical fiber. See, you would have seen this at the rear of your CPU. This is a twisted pair cable and each of these wire is twisted like in helix form. So this kind of a cable is called as a twisted pair cable. These cables are twisted together in pairs of two wires wrapped in helix form. Helix is like a DNA structure. So it is again divided into two types: shielded twisted pair, unshielded twisted pair. So shielded pair will have a braided wire mesh that surrounds each pair of those wires. Unshielded, it just comprises of the wires and insulators. Okay, and what is the use? It is generally used in LAN, local area network. When you have suppose you have a computer lab, all the computers in that network are connected through twisted pair cables. It is also called as Ethernet cable. Okay, it supports up to 10 Gbps, but it depends. You never know when it may be less or it may be even more. When technology improves, this may be even more. And what are the advantages and disadvantages of twisted pair? Twisted pair reduces crosstalk. It is simple and cheap. So if you are asked in case study, suggest a wire which is simple and cheap or economic, you can suggest this one, Ethernet cable. Easy to install. And maintenance is also easy. It is very flexible. It is not rigid like optical fiber is rigid. But this is flexible. Weight is less. Easy connection is possible. And what is the disadvantage? You cannot use it for long distance connection because the bandwidth is low, and for broadband applications it is not suitable. Okay. Now what about coaxial cable? I'll give you a simple example. If you check your television in your TV, if you have a set-top box or a cable connection, you would have seen this tip. This type of a wire will be used to connect your television to receive the video and audio signals. So this kind of a wire is called as a coaxial cable. So these cables consist of a solid wire surrounded by one or more foil or wire shields, and each is separated by a plastic insulator. So this is generally used in telephone networks where more than 10,000 voice signals can be carried. It can be used in digital telephone network and in cable TVs generally. Ethernet LANs and metropolitan area networks also use coaxial cable. Okay. What are the advantages? It is suitable for high speed communication. So the communication is higher compared to twisted pair. Better shielding than twisted pair. Then it can be used for broadband transmission. Okay. See, it offers bandwidth up to 400 Mbps. What is the disadvantage? It is expensive than twisted pair and it is not compatible with twisted pair. You cannot use it as an alternate. If any fault occurs in the cable, the entire network is failed. Okay. And look at optical fiber. This is the costliest but the most effective one. It consists of thin strands of glass or glass-like material. These cables carry light, so it is very fast. So from one source, from one end to another end, it uses light signals to carry. The light sources are generally LEDs, and the cables consist of a core, the innermost part, the cladding, and the protective coating. Okay, so these are the three parts of an optical wire cable. And there's a the advantages are it provides very high speed data transmission. Also, the bandwidth is more. So you can use it to transfer for longer distances. It is very strong. The cable is very strong and protected. It provides secure transmission, no leakage of data. And it is suitable for broadband transmission, and it is very thinner. It is light in weight. And the disadvantage, the installation process is difficult. Then connection losses are common, and it is the most expensive one. So this is all about different types of cables. So in case studies, you may be asked to suggest the most effective wired media, or the least effective wireless media. So in that case, you should be able to answer in the case study. Thank you. In the next video, you will learn about unguided media, that is wireless media.